to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
He is a comic book nerd.
In brightest day and darkest night. We can learn a lot from comics.
She is a reality TV junkie.
No idea.
Snooki had her baby. A dollar makes me holla.
Chris likes sci-fi.
They do a brain transplant into this whole new body, but it's you.
Kristen likes celebrity gossip.
Breaking news.
Oh, more breaking
news?
news?
It's not official. Official. Before it was just a rumor. Hey, Stu, our Pats moved back in together.
What do they have in common? Nothing. You're listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast.
Now, here's Chris and Kristen.
Well, hello and welcome to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kristen. We're back. You can't get rid of us.
I shaved my beard. You didn't even mention it.
I actually did notice it and was going to bring it up.
Okay.
Chris, did you shave your beard?
I grew my beard for 8 months. I look like a fucking mountain.
Not only that, he shaved it.
I shaved
and
it.
Straightened his little curls.
Yeah.
Chris pripped today for episode 800. You just thought, I want to be pretty.
I want to be pretty for the episode.
It's like Billy Ray Cyrus.
This is my job. I have to be presentable.
Exactly. It looks gorgeous. As I came in sweats studio. And hair
AKA
up.
My bedroom. Now, I was always worried. I'm like, man, this isn't really like a professional podcast. I mean, not that...
Chris, it's 100% professional.
And when we went to the secret stash...
They're the same way.
It was a nest of wires, 3
with
laptops,
what's the board called?
A mixing board.
And microphones.
Literally,
on a poker table.
The headphone adapter was like something you buy at the dollar store.
Yeah.
So, as much as I always worry, wow, we don't have a professional setup.
We're the same.
It was no different.
Yeah. Bunch of wires
on top
hooked
of
up.
A poker table, like you said.
Yeah, top of a poker table.
So,
as yours is on top of a kid's table.
So, thank you for
making us feel better.
Our show. And
feel
this
better
is the wonderfully professional Two Strangers One Podcast, and we have a great intro, and we have celebrities.
Anything you could do, we could do better. I don't know about that.
And we're good. We're just taking over.
And we're good. That's that.
Live every day like you're going to die.
You got that? Yeah.
Because one day you'll be right.
That's right. Here we go. We went down that road.
Now, right now, we're in the holiday season.
This is true.
And I was down at my mother's house a while back for Thanksgiving. My mother likes to watch a lot of Spanish TV. And so, with that, Univision, Telemundo, and all those Spanish stations.
MTV Ocho, or what is it?
Yeah, MTV Tres.
Tres, that's it.
The FX or Fox is coming out, or if it hasn't come out yet, with a Fox Spanish channel, where it's Spanish programming, but for American viewers.
Okay.
Where they're gonna make a big deal, because one of the things that Spanish TV, in my opinion, has better than American TV is they have novelas, the soap operas.
Oh my God. Those are my favorite because it looks like they filmed it in the backyards. Like I could do it. Yeah. If I had a good camera in my cast.
It just obviously looks not the greatest actors.
Yeah, and it's so ridiculous and it's great. It's great television.
And
it's better than the shit we watch.
What they do is these novelas or soap operas for our non-Hispanic listeners, which is pretty much all of me. It's a soap opera that has a limited time. They know it's only going to last 8 months.
Okay.
So they'll have a whole story arc. It has a wrap-up at the end.
Not like these, the American soap operas, which the storylines keep repeating because they've been on so long. And it's just substituting a different person and putting
this person came back. And
I love when the dead people come back.
And
all right.
Pregnant and...
Yeah, we've got, how long has, General Hospital been on? It's the same plot, different person.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I love the show The Office, but in Britain, they had 2 seasons, boom, done.
Yeah, they know how to get it, we drag it.
Steve Carell left.
I know, what more did we have to do? We should have ended it there.
Yeah, the guy, in my opinion, who the show was based around, because the whole show was
left.
Here's our idiot boss, and all these people that have to work around him. And he left.
And then we keep going. No,
and they kept going.
End it on a good note.
I still like The Office, but it's
I've seen it here and there, and it's not,
it's
not what it used to be. I've seen it here and there. I haven't followed up ever since he left.
So
I got other shit going on.
It's interesting watching the commercials on Spanish
for
TV
the novelas.
Because now, basically, there are commercials that we see on English American TV.
Mm-hmm. English American.
Yeah, I just, just to make the difference, that are the exact replicas of English commercials.
But
meaning
in Spanish.
that when they film these commercials, some of the actors left and other actors came in that can speak English, speak Spanish. The one in particular, right now, there's a ad campaign for Old Navy.
Okay.
And it has Chevy Chase and
doing the whole...
I forgot her name from the
Christmas Vacation.
From the Christmas Vacation.
What is her name? The blonde.
I should know.
And Julia. And what's her name is there?
Juliette Lewis.
And
I'm particularly talking about the commercial where Chevy Chase plugs in all the Christmas lights. And I'm probably, if this episode comes out like next year, it's really dated, but before Christmas of 2012. The episode where Chevy Chase plugs in the lights,
the reenactment,
and then all the girls' pants start changing colors. Yeah. That commercial is exactly replicated, except without Chevy Chase and just some random Spanish actor.
So they're just
the father
substituting,
of the family. Yeah. So like the girls that are standing there and their pants changing color are exactly the same girls.
Is Lewis in that?
No. And
they change all the big celebrities.
There's just generic girls standing there, and you have Chevy Chase. So apparently that day, Chevy Chase probably filmed his scene.
And then left, and then...
knowing Chevy Chase.
Oh yeah, he's like, I gotta go.
And
screw you, I'm out.
Then they brought in the Spanish guy.
And did the same thing.
It is the exact same commercial, the exact same gag that when he plugs in the lights, the girl's pants, legs change color.
Are we not creative? What's going on in your culture?
They're smart enough now, like an Old Navy,
to just do the same thing.
They just swap out the actors.
Don't break what's good. Or what is it?
You already put all the budget. Might as well film a second shot in Spanish.
In Spanish, yeah.
There's another Old Navy commercial that was out about a couple weeks ago, because this was around Thanksgiving, where it looks like a Mission Control NASA.
Okay. I don't recall.
Because I think they were it's like they're gearing up for the holiday season, so it looks like, Mission Control at NASA. Once again, the exact same commercial in English and in Spanish.
What about the Backstreet Boys commercial? It was like Joan Rivers. Was Joan Rivers in it? It was like a runway and like Backstreet Boys were randomly in it. Yeah. That was like, what the hell happened? Like Joan Rivers was in it. Did they have that one?
No, I don't.
They would have like Menudo come up
speaking Spanish.
Menudo's doing the Backstreet Boys part.
It would be the same joke because it's like over the hill.
Right, Menudo, and then who would it be? Like who would be Joan Rivers?
You know what? I mean, I saw an article.
Did you hear about?
If you have a couple $100,000, if you have like $100,000, you could get the Backstreet Boys, and that's
they're selling out.
Well, because there was an article
they're going to be on like a Super Sweet 16
where there's all these performers where for the right amount of money, and I know $100,000 sounds like a lot, but not really.
I could get a loan. I'll get a personal loan
like, my
for the
Super
Backstreet
Sweet
Boys.
16,
right? But they don't know them now. That's what's up.
You can get. But I'm saying like you, like after, with the millions that we're making on Two Strangers One Podcast.
Super Sweet 30? I'll have Backstreet Boys and
the Sweet 32 is the Sweet 16 times 2. So you can hire the Backstreet Boys if you wanted to. Mexican.
Mm-hmm. The American and Mexican, I guess she's a singer.
Oh, Jenny Rivera.
The plane crashed.
The plane crashed.
And now I guess all I read recently was that they didn't really release much more, but that it might be linked to a Mexican drug cartel. The crash, for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. And the cops, which is really messed up. This shouldn't be happening. But one of the cops, or I don't know if multiple, got arrested for stealing from the victims.
Oh yeah, there was
and leaking photos.
I know they found her driver's license, her California driver's license. And for leaking
photos of the crash, and so one of the cops got arrested. But yeah, poor woman, she was pretty. Yeah, I didn't know her.
Honestly, even I'm not familiar with her music, but
she's apparently she lives in California.
Yeah, she's in California,
famous
but
American Mexican
she's
singer
from Mexican descent.
Yeah, pretty.
And she had a following, and
And I guess she had a big following because it was a big case.
We're gonna have a movie soon. I guarantee.
Like it'll be Jennifer Lopez playing.
What's that girl? America
Ferrera,
football player. You heard it here first.
This is a trademark.
The same way Jennifer Lopez blew up playing Selena. You can have, even though she already did Ugly Betty. Right, she'll do the Jenny Rivera movie, and I'm not mocking the dead. I'm just talking about how
they'll be a good fit.
People get.
I wonder
fame.
what songs she's at. I don't know what songs she had, but that's it. I guess like years ago, I forgot what year it's at. If a few years ago, that same plane had trouble as well. Like it had to do an emergency landing.
Yeah, these planes.
Like maybe we should.
These things need maintenance.
Yeah, let's keep up, guys. So I don't know what caused that. I don't know if
really scary when you think about it. That you're putting your life in this. and
it's like one of those
big giant machines, and
yeah,
you put your face, and it was I believe it was a Learjet, or I believe
I don't know what that means.
And
are they the little ones with
but Lear is known for their luxury planes.
Oh,
but then again, anything can break
anything
down.
can break. I don't care what it looks like on the inside.
Yeah, but
I want to make sure the engine and shit.
But they're like the Cadillac. Of
yeah,
planes.
If you're the Cadillac, let's
but it's also the pilot's hands or the maintenance guy's hands to keep it up to date and keep it.
That's what happened. Like a few years ago, like something happened with the wings where something happened where it made one of the wings way more than the other. So it was like, shit, we gotta land. Yeah, I'm not down with that.
Yeah.
I don't, thankfully on all my many plane trips I've been on, I've been on a good handful. Nothing has ever happened. Yeah. Thank God. Well, turbulence is enough for me. I'm like, okay, why are we shaking? Why are we shaking? Nobody else has alarmed. What's going on?
When I got married in Vegas, our whole ride home was turbulence.
Oh yeah, I hate it.
4 fucking hours.
It's
from Nevada to New York City.
It's something about going over to the West Coast, or I guess maybe coming back from it, because when I went to California and Vegas, like once we got like an hour outside New York, like we're going, suddenly it gets shaky. I'm like, why? Why when I'm going to the West Coast we're getting shaky?
And have you ever been to LaGuardia Airport?
Oh yeah.
LaGuardia has like the shortest fucking runway ever. And it's so, when you really look at it, and you're like, I'm going to take up, I said, we're going to hit the fucking water, man. LaGuardia Airport in New York is very scary. And then, driving down to BQE, right by the LaGuardia, driving down, you just see these planes and like...
Oh yeah, they're just...
I'm hoping I'm not seeing people minutes before they die.
I know, like, good luck.
Now, in the Spanish commercials, I just wanted to mention
he's got to go back to his old Navy Spanish commercial.
I want to say Toyota. There's a commercial where a guy comes out and he looks like Santa Claus, but he's in plain clothes.
Okay.
He's wearing like a shirt and tie.
Okay.
And the woman goes, "Oh, where's your suit?" And he goes, "Oh, no, it's Casual Friday." Like, she thinks he's Santa Claus is just a guy with long white hair and a long white beard. And now in that commercial, that actor is apparently, he does this exact same commercial in Spanish.
Oh, okay, so he's already a Spanish actor.
Spanish actress. But
Spanish Santa.
I'm pretty sure, I don't think he was a Spanish guy, but
he learned the lines.
In Spanish, yeah.
Someone learned the lines.
So there's that one. And then here in New York, there's a New York Lottery scratch-off commercial where it's a bunch of people in an office, and like the boss gives one of the girls. They have like a Secret Santa.
Okay.
And so everyone in the Secret Santa gets like shitty gifts,
and
then the boss gives this girl a scratch off, and she's like, "Oh, this could be worth $1 million." And like all the other co-workers are like, "Oh, why would he give you $1 million? You're trying to show off, or whatever." But it's a fucking scratch off
right.
ticket. It's nothing. If it's more than likely he gave you a piece of paper.
Yeah. That you just
nothing.
You just scratch off and get pissed.
Yeah, for my Anglo friends out there,
you got some commercials
coming your way. Be advised that the commercials you're watching are done exactly in Spanish. These companies are very smart because Hispanics, Latinos, whatever you want to call them, which are my people, I'm 100% Puerto Rican, are on the rise in this country. The population is growing. So, it's basically... Spanish is becoming a little more mainstream.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool. I know, there are people out there, don't be racist. Don't be, it's gonna be good. It's all gonna work out.
It's gonna be good.
Puerto Ricans, we fuck everybody. We literally come in every color. There are Puerto Ricans as dark as any black person, and then those like people like me that, I look like a white boy.
He could be an Italian, he could be a Jew, he could be
I could be a boom bomb, forget
about it. He could be anything. He's a mix.
Make a sauce so good you slap your grandmother.
See? Exactly.
Well, you look like you got it. Or what do you got for us, Kristen?
Oh, I don't know.
Because you were looking at your iPad.
No, I was just like reading stuff like I had stuff. Rick Ross.
Rick Ross. The rapper.
Yeah,
right?
with his beard. Mm-hmm. Big gangster. He's getting...
That's the big fat guy who walks around without a shirt, right? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
Rick Ross. Look him up. You know him. I'll look him up for you. Or it doesn't matter. You look that big...
He's a fat guy, but doesn't he always...
He's always in trouble.
But doesn't he rap, like in his videos, he doesn't wear a shirt?
Oh, I don't really watch his videos.
Oh, okay. No, well,
I don't know. Is he known for that?
Yeah, and
he is a big guy.
Even, okay, look, I just brought him out on Google. There's a picture of him
with
on
no
the
shirt
cover
on.
of Rolling Stone magazine, and as it slowly loads.
Oh, yep. I've never seen him like that.
He's like that in his videos. He's got tattoos all over his
I didn't know that. I literally never...
I mean, looking at
I've only
right
seen,
now,
like, these photos. See, now this is almost that same... Oh, no, it's not.
He's, like, covered up, like, from his neck down.
I was going to say that's the same photo, but it's not.
Yeah.
But that's... Okay. Anyways...
A lot of canvas.
He's always had, like, issues. I'm trying to think.
Oh, no, yeah, he's always in trouble.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, who was. But lately, I guess... So he's been on tour. I don't know where. But there was a video going around with the Chicago gang. Some gangsters from Chicago called the Gangster Disciples. Ooh. Anyways, they released a video going around the internet that if he doesn't write a check, Rick Ross, to their founder, whose name is Larry Hoover... Mm-hmm. If that isn't, like, the whitest name, like, what? Mr. Hoover. If he doesn't write a check, some bad things are going to happen to him. So, Chicago PD, I guess, is investigating, taking it seriously. And, conveniently, Rick Ross has canceled all his tour dates now, but is saying it is not in relation. Oh, God. Yeah. Which, yeah, it is. I mean, your life's being threatened here. And they don't say why he has to give a check. Maybe they just want money, or...
It's organized crime.
Yeah.
It's
but I feel like he's always been in trouble with drugs and, like...
Yeah, well, he's
just been that guy.
By the sword, died by the sword.
Yeah, everybody just knows him as the guy...
Because his most recent hit in the summer, and forgive my ignorance, one of the, like, hooks of the song is about having a quote-unquote chopper in the trunk, meaning he has a automatic weapon.
Yeah, he's always been known for...
He's singing a song bragging about having an automatic rifle in your trunk.
And I bet if you open that trunk, there's a chopper inside.
Yeah,
so that's his latest. He's always in trouble. Who would you rather? Who is most desirable for you? Jennifer Lawrence. She's, Hunger Games.
Okay.
Her or Mila Kunis? Most desirable.
Honestly, in my opinion, Mila Kunis. I mean, that's kind of, I'm a little, I don't know.
Alright, well, that's who you pick. That's who you pick.
Okay.
I guess AskMen.com, they, I guess, do the most desirable women of the year. Uh-huh. Jennifer Lawrence beat Mila. Mila came in second this year.
Wow. Well, Mila's not...
And Rihanna was in, like, the top 5. I was like, really?
Not to take anything away, but Mila's been around for a while.
Yeah, I think she's won the last... Meat. Yeah. Now there's this new girl. But, I thought that was cool of her to win.
Yeah, like...
I mean, they're both gorgeous. You can't go wrong.
The rumor was that they wanted her to lose weight for Hunger Games.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because she wasn't...
Because she's not skinny.
She's fit.
It's called the Hunger Games.
Yeah, I know, right? You gotta be both. And she comes from that poor place, yeah. She had a little bit of hips.
She had a little meat on her.
Yeah.
And not
but she's
the
fit,
bad thing,
yeah.
But she told the producers, fuck you, I'm not going to lose weight.
They could have used like an Olsen twin or something. All mange, like,
or a Kristen Stewart or something.
Yeah, like just straight up bone. But they couldn't act. They totally ruined it. They're like, what do we go for? The one with, she's got a little bit of meat but can act? Or the anorexic one who can't act?
Board of wood or whatever.
Right.
The plank. And Kristen Stewart came out on the concert. I don't know when this episode is going to come out, but the 12 concert.
See, I didn't keep up with it.
And she, like...
How was it?
Like...
Booed?
Around her eyes, like, all... Like, look, she hasn't slept in a month.
She
wearing, like...
Probably.
Okay, get this. Like a shiny green long-sleeve hoodie. Like a zipper up in the front. And, like, the same color gym shorts. Like 1980s... With a little, like...
Stripe on the side?
Stripe on the side and, like, around the edges of the bottom of the leg.
Yeah, like outlined it.
But, way over the knee. Not sexy. Because,
you just wake up and go?
You could rock the little gym shorts in the right way where, it's cute. Well, I mean, she's thin, but it wasn't sexy in any way, shape, or form. She's all hunched over and twitchy.
Was she,
her eyes are
somebody?
all sunken and dark. Yeah.
Is that, what was her purpose?
I mean, she came out, they always thank, to all the sponsors. And one of the sponsors is a major bank. I won't even say their name. But it's a major bank, but it's like, I love how, if your house was damaged, we'll help you out and give you money. But if you're a fucking day late on your mortgage payment,
see ya!
They'll take you to court and fucking for every dime you have.
Oh, I see her outfit. Yeah, why? I mean, is that your casual wear?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you look like a fool.
This time of year, it's not cold in Madison Square Garden. It's New York City in December. It's fucking cold.
No, it's not warm. You said it's not cold.
I mean, it's not. It's not warm. Excuse me.
Why are you in?
Brain's not working. She just looks.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is she on
him?
drugs? Do you think she's on drugs, or she's just?
I hope so for her own sake for doing
right.
that.
I hope that's not a
sober. Yeah.
That's not you.
A sober decision.
Yeah, she was not. She didn't look good.
Did she get booed?
There was kind of.
Maybe people have forgiven her.
What we were briefly talking about before the show. Kanye West.
Oh yeah. I have that written down.
Came out in a leather...
Kim Kardashian skirt.
Now, I'm pretty sure they're going to say it was a kilt.
I don't even go with that. Yeah, he's probably going to be like, it's my style of a kilt. It's like something stupid. Now, it was a skirt. It was a leather pleated skirt.
I'm going to really
you look like a
pick
fool.
away at it, but... I believe a kilt isn't a kilt unless it has that tartan plaid pattern.
And that material, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not leather. There's no leather kilts running around.
There's no leather kilts.
That material, I don't know.
Yeah,
plaid material, I don't know.
A black leather, and like you said before the show, a pleated skirt.
But yeah, like something I would wear to interview. If I had the money to wear all leather.
But to keep... kind of like not he was wearing leather pants
so we gotta
under
wear
it.
I wonder if Peter's pissed.
So the skirt was totally the kilt was totally unnecessary if you're already wearing pants.
Yeah.
What's the use of wearing a kilt?
Well, he wanted to keep warm because it's cold in the winter.
His vagina must be cold.
I'm sorry.
And on
I don't know how many times we got to talk about him until our curse attacks him and Kim Kardashian.
I wonder if he borrowed that. But then again, if Kim Kardashian put that skirt on her ass,
like that sagginess, like this little loose in the back.
You would need all those pleats to spread out.
We had to take it in before I came on stage.
And it's like...
Yeah, why? Why are you an idiot?
Now,
why?
mind you, he came on after The Who. And, in my opinion... Now, this audience was a plain, white, corny...
Chris, I'm white, Chris. Chris, I'm white. Oh, yeah. That's the only people who could afford to go. That's what I don't like about these concerts. It's the same... bands who come, big names, whatever, but there's so much money invested in it. Mm-hmm. Like, just give that money to... We don't have to have the concert. Just give all that money
and it just
to the charity.
So
okay?
Fucking pretentious.
And it's just, you have... The only people who can afford to go. And again, that money's going to Ticketmaster. That money's going... It's not going straight to the people. We do it all wrong with our charity events. Just take all the money you're willing to invest in it, throw it to the people who need it.
But the stars need to feel like they're
they
doing
help.
Something.
Like they help. We do it all wrong.
I came out of my green gym
Look what
shorts.
I did. I came out of my green gym. I was at the gym, bitches.
I showed you my bony legs
and I'm tired.
For the victims of Sandy.
Look what I did for you.
It was so fucking pretentious. And
I didn't even give it the time of day because it's this.
And by the time Kanye West came out, the concert started at 7:30.
It was on every channel.
It was on, I believe it was
TNT,
30 different channels.
Yeah, like random channels.
I think they announced that. Like, we're on 34 channels.
Yeah, and I was like, because I was just flipping through the channel, and I was like, this is really not just sticking to the main three, like Fox.
ABC,
this went to, it was like, come on. Now you're just shoving it down my throat. I just want to watch Thomas and Tierra, bitches.
Obviously, everyone in the world has broadcast channels.
Yeah.
I watched it on IFC.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was on everything.
And so, the first performer was Bruce Springsteen at 7:30.
Well, because he's got to go to bed. You got to put the older people first.
He wore the tightest fucking jeans on the face of the planet.
I just don't get it.
His balls
are you comfortable?
On full display. Like, you're Bruce Springsteen. What do you have to prove?
Was he
fucked everything that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
was he well endowed?
Yeah,
he's the boss.
He's
the boss.
He had.
Do you think he stuffed, or it was, or was it the real deal?
I think it was a real deal.
Circumcised, or?
I don't think it was that tight. But I mean, you see the whole package on this, and tight, and he's an old man.
Oh yeah, he's like what?
Calm down, Bruce. You.
How old is he? 60?
Probably.
I would say he is, right?
Late 50s, early 60s.
Yeah, why are we...
With his junk all out.
Why are we wearing that? And is it comfortable? You see, like, Justin Bieber, sorry, we gotta go back. Talked about him on the last podcast. Like, they all have that tight pants. Like, even the young boy bands or whatever they got going now. Tight pants. Is it comfortable? Because it looks uncomfortable from a girl's point of view, and it's uncomfortable for us girls to wear them.
Your genitals are on inside.
Right. Exactly. It's uncomfortable for us, and it just looks like painful on your man.
It squeezes your man.
Like, why are we wearing such tight jeans?
Sit on your own balls.
Exactly. I don't get the attraction here, why we wear them.
Well, guys, I mean, I guess if you have a package, you want to show it off.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Maybe
I kind of
do it
grew up.
once.
I'm a bit of a child of the '80s, like with the glam rock bands wearing the tight pants because
yeah, like that was a
they're
different
getting
time.
naughty at the time.
But that was a different time. But I feel like now the jeans are tighter and plastered on, almost like you have to cut them off.
I could understand Justin Bieber. Because he's a kid.
But he also does right.
Relax.
But also, I can't stand with Justin Bieber. What he does is he gets the tight pants, whatever material he wants, and then they're sag so low.
Oh yeah.
Like the crotch is down to your knees, and it's like that can't be comfortable in any way.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to be up there dancing, yet you can only move from here to there. I just don't get it.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, so
I'm not sure what swagger he's got going.
So Kanye West came after the Who. Now, also about the Who, Robert Daltrey, the singer of the Who. Robert Daltrey, the singer.
Come on, Chris, get the joke of the Who. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, the Who. Oh,
Chris.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's way over his head.
My brain is heavily medicated. He was
one stranger, one medication.
He was. Like he had opened up.
These old men are just
a suit jacket
with
the button-down shirt, and then
was it so buttoned down?
Magically, as he performed, the shirt just slowly opened.
One button open.
And now when I had to go on Google, he's 68 years old.
Oof.
Maybe
he didn't even know.
Close your fuck. No, because
maybe he didn't even know it was open.
Because at the end,
he's probably legally
then they
blind.
sang like a ballady song, and he started closing his shirt for the ballady song.
See, so maybe he didn't even know it was coming off. He was like, "Oh my god, my nipples are hard. It's cold." And then looked down and was like, "Oh."
He's like, I feel he's probably sucking in the gut or whatever.
Sucking in the gut.
Suck in the gut and sing. I guess that does take talent. You know, you could have. That's a lot of fucking yoga lessons.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't get. Yeah, old men.
Old men.
Cover it up. You're rich. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, you got money. That's the biggest.
And I just don't get it. It just seems uncomfortable with the tight jeans, especially when you're Bruce Springsteen's age.
Yeah.
You can't move around as it is. Like, it's hard enough with your arthritis and everything. And now you're putting tighter pants on and restricting.
Now, if you're wearing just a kilt without leather pants.
There you go.
Let them hang.
Go for it. But you're wearing tight leather pants underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kanye's another one who has this whole tight thing.
And
tight
with
and sag.
That, a hoodie. So, leather pants, leather kilt, and a hoodie.
That's what he wore? Oh,
and the hoodie, now...
Was it leather?
I couldn't get a good view of what was on the front, but it certainly looked like Jesus.
Of course, it
stretched out like Jesus after the crucifixion, covered in blood, kind of like not lying down, but like being like stretched out. Or I could be wrong, but that's what it looked like. Then on the back, it said Pyrex, which to me, Pyrex is like a glass that, like, I have, that's like a Corningware.
Yeah, dish, I was gonna say a dish that doesn't break or whatever.
You know, when you buy the dishes at, like, you know, when you're baking and stuff like that, like the clear glass dishes that are great for baking, I'm pretty sure those are made of Pyrex. So I don't know who Pyrex was for. Then you had a 23 on the back. Now,
probably a release of an album or something.
Yeah, like
Pyrex 23.
I know 23. I don't know. I think that might have been Patrick Ewing or Michael Jordan. 23 is one of their numbers.
Okay.
I don't know. Or maybe it's somebody else. But I'm pretty sure it might have been Michael Jordan. I don't know. You're probably screaming at me right now. But I don't know if it was like 23, like maybe like a Michael Jordan, like he's the best. But everything didn't make sense. Jesus, Pyrex,
yeah, first of all, he 23. He's wearing all leather and then this sweatshirt. It looks like, when I kind of zoom in, you could kind of see, it looks like a Jesus, like somebody's holding him.
Yeah, like someone's carrying
But I can't
Jesus,
tell who's...
Like, Jesus, like, all collapsed and bloody. And
But I can't see, like, who's carrying him.
Yeah.
It's not
It
clear.
looks like a biblical picture.
He's such a...
But Pyrex in 23,
what the hell is
that? It's like a fucking mystery. I mean, I guess it works because we're talking about it.
He's probably releasing a new flatware on the 23rd of January.
As gangsta.
It's going to be gangsta.
I'm selling my own cookware.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, we're going to take a quick break for Click and Hit, and we'll be right back.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Hello, listeners. This is Chris from Two Strangers, One Podcast, but I'd like to announce that we are now part of Livin' Lane Podcast Entertainment. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/Livin' Lane Podcast Entertainment. LIVINLAME Podcast Entertainment. Along with Two Strangers, One Podcast, there are a bunch of brand new shows to choose from. There's The Breakdown with Filthy Phil, Shane O'Mac, and Cord bringing you the latest news in the music world. Join Joe and Carrie Fox in the Fox Den for your fix of astrology, numerology, and nature. Get your movie and television news with the Real Chat Podcast. And the big daddy that started it all, Livin' Lane. So check out the Facebook for information on new episodes and updates at www.facebook.com/LivinLame Podcast Entertainment. Click and Hit, enhancing the experience for all recreational smokers. Click and Hit is a one-handed portable vaporizer. This smoking pipe has a compact 4-stage design, complete with a built-in, windproof, butane refillable torch lighter. The large burn chamber holds your stash of legal herb or pipe tobacco. Click the button to ignite and inhale as usual. When you are done, put it back in your pocket for later. Smoke anytime with the touch of a button. No more carrying around grinders and tins. Pipe, rolling papers, and even your lighter at home. The Click and Hit cordless vaporizer is no bigger than a normal cigar, making it the world's smallest and most discreet vaporizer. It's perfect for use in small places or shared rooms. It's efficient, getting 5 to 8 draws from your packed chamber. It's affordable at just $19.95 each. Buy 3 and the shipping is free. Buy 4 and you get the 5th one free. Visit www.click-hit.com. That's clickandhit.com. And now for listeners of Two Strangers, One Podcast, you can use promo code STRANGERS and receive 10% off your purchase at clickandhit.com. That's promo code STRANGERS for 10% off your purchase.
We now return to Two Strangers, One Podcast.
And we're back.
Yes, we made it.
So we were talking about, the concert, but let me see. Remember I had mentioned that I went to the Strong Museum of Play here in Rochester.
You weren't impressed.
Home of the Toy Hall of Fame. And as a Star Wars fan, I was underwhelmed by the displays that they had. You know, one display had like kind of some classic stuff. And the other display, I was disappointed because it basically looked like they sent somebody over to the local Walmart and bought some figurines and put it back. Now, what had happened now, and I'm certainly excited and happy, there is a place it's about an hour north of San Francisco in California, obviously. And it's called Rancho Obi-Wan. And I believe it's kind of driving distance away from George Lucas's, where Lucasfilm is based. I can't believe I can't think of the word off the top of my head. Skywalker Ranch. So you got Skywalker Ranch, which is like George Lucas's home, or the place where all, like, everything Star Wars is. Then you got Rancho Obi-Wan. Now, Rancho Obi-Wan is ran by an independent guy. Like, he's not really associated with George Lucas. I think they were friends. He might have even been a prop guy. But it's like the most complete museum. Even though there are people out there that are collectors, it's like the most complete collection of Star Wars toys and Star Wars memorabilia.
Cool.
And, fans go there. I've seen it on video. And, of course, if I ever went over there, Cordero, if I come and I crash on your couch, I'm definitely going to check it out. So, the Strong Museum of Play here in Rochester, Rancho Obi-Wan was kind of having an auction because it's like a museum where I think it's like you pay what you want before you walk in. So, they're funded, but money's kind of tight nowadays. So they auctioned off, I want to say easily about 200 figures.
Wow.
Classic figures. And the Strong Museum of Play
got some?
Won the auction.
It's because of you, Chris. Because you blasted them.
I blasted them. They paid $11,000, which goes to donate, goes to support Rancho Obi-Wan. And now they're getting all these classic toys. So
it's because of you, Chris.
I'm certainly hoping that
now you can go check it out.
Now I've already seen pictures of it online, but I want to get a closer look, man. I mean, so that's, in my little nerdy world, that's pretty awesome. And hopefully soon Rochester will have a decent Star Wars display. So this will be a place for Star Wars nerds to come. Come to Rochester. And while you're here, come see me.
Now, to bring it back to Kanye West.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I looked up
as Chris Rock said, the always humble Kanye West.
Yeah, the always humble. I looked up, like, the sweatshirt or whatever, like, sweatshirt that he wore. And somebody put up pictures and said he chose to wear a leather skirt with his $275 Pyrex Religion hoodie. Apparently this is a line of hoodies. I don't know. It doesn't say what the 23 means.
$275. Well, I know a lot of people put 23 because I want to say it's either
like
Michael
a biblical
Jordan
thing?
Wow, I don't know.
Because it's Religion hoodie. Maybe he added a 23. I don't freaking know. Now, the hooded sweatshirt he chose to pair with his leather skirt features I'm going to butcher this, Caravaggio, which is the Atonement of Christ graphic on the front. So this is like a religious portrait. So it's not like Kanye carrying, because I could see him doing that. Because it looks like whoever carried him after, I don't know.
Yeah.
Some biblical figure.
But
I don't know, it doesn't say anything about 23.
After my little quick search, 23 is the number for Michael Jordan.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure, like,
so
a lot of
Pyrex
people...
is just the company, the hood.
Oh, okay.
That Pyrex religion...
Since Michael Jordan was, like, the top of his game or whatever, so 23...
So we just put 23 on anything
Jesus. Now? Yeah, because you're showing that you're the best.
Well, I'm gonna get 23 on my butt cheek. And that's it.
I'm the best.
Because I'm the best. Well, I'm glad I cleared up that Kanye debacle. I was actually intrigued by the hoodie. I'm not paying $200 for a hoodie.
$275, you said.
Get out of here.
And speaking of tattoos on the butt...
Yes.
Well, no, there was a picture of a guy, and I'm not understanding that I'm making fun of the tattoo and not the disease.
No.
On his back, it says HIV positive.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I guess he's just letting people know.
Maybe he's celebrating it, like he's like, okay, I'm going to live with it and everything like that. But someone had made a comment, and what a great tattoo to put on your back if you're going to jail.
Yes.
No one's gonna fuck
with you.
Literally,
yeah.
So if I know I'm going to jail, I'm going to the tattoo shop.
See ya.
And HIV positive.
I need that
right
on
on my
now.
Big.
Right, I'm gonna put everything like that could get like hepatitis C, everything positive.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not making fun of the disease, but.
Yeah, if you're going to jail, there's a good idea for you.
So get 23.
Speaking of 23. Speaking of butts, I like how we just go from here to there.
Speaking of butts,
Coco from Iced and Coco. Coco's got that ass.
Yeah,
she's known for.
I've been kind of catching the episodes of Ice Loves Coco.
Yeah, buddy. So. I haven't, but I guess she recently. I don't know who she posts. There's some kind of flirty pictures of her and this other guy, and Ice-T got a little pissed. Do you know who the guy is or no?
No,
but I guess he's known for posing with celebrity women like that. So I don't know what the photos were. I think it was he was kind of going in for her neck, and to kiss her neck, things like that. But nothing happened. It was just those pictures. She said, little Ice-T got a little pissed.
Yeah.
As rightfully shown. And it was good to see that he got pissed. Of course they do it all on Twitter, and I'm sure obviously in person. And it was nice to see her be humble about it and apologize.
Yeah,
and
she apologized, said I was disrespectful.
Which makes me like them even more. I kind of like them. I think they're, as ridiculous as they are, I think they're rather normal.
Yeah, I'm watching Ice Loves Coco. I've seen a couple episodes, but years ago,
when he was hardcore.
Well, that's the funny thing is
and now he's just with her, they're just
Ice-T fan back in the day, and
now he's on SVU and
all his friends. He had even before. I love Body Count. I honestly feel that his heavy metal band Body Count.
Oh yeah, you talked
was
about
a reputable. Some of the songs are corny. Don't get me wrong, but can you really? A lot of bands put out some corny songs.
Oh yeah.
When he used to rap, he had a thing called the Syndicate, which was kind of all his friends, and it was all West Coast gangster rap. I'm a big fan of Ice-T. Now, years ago, when I'm talking about 99, 2000, I used to go, or maybe actually, probably closer to maybe 2002. I used to go to WWF New York, which was
the wrestling
WWF
gig,
all over the place, and I'd mentioned this before. During the week it was all wrestling. On the weekends, it was a club. Mondays and Thursdays, when the shows used to come out, Raw and SmackDown, they were always big events. You can come in, you could go on the days they had the pay-per-view, and it was really, really great. Years ago, I remember seeing Ice-T with Coco. That was before she was came up and blew up. And, and I was wow, she's attractive, she's cute. And she, I mentioned about a Jessica Simpson, she has a good energy about her.
Yeah. I like her. She's just...
And it's very easy to degrade her and go, there's a bitch that just wants attention.
No, she's
a sweetheart.
And she supports her man and everything, and he supports her. She wants to do that. It's cool to watch.
And she was up on him, that whole night. Because I'm a fan of Ice-T, so I'm going to keep looking over. And she
Chris just stared.
She did not let go of it.
Yeah.
So
they've been together because they've been together for a while. They actually did a behind the.
We're going on. At least I could probably 10 years at the very least.
Yeah, they did a behind the behind the whatever story, not behind the music. That's VH1. They did each Hollywood story on how they met and stuff, and they've been together for years.
And she had one of the episodes I saw, and it's funny, the episode I saw
lives on
really
the
related to me. Yeah, fucking E. First, someone had put her in a comic book.
Okay.
He did whoever this person, they got a couple celebrities and used their likenesses in the comic book, and I forgot her name was Isis or something like that. So they she went to the New York Comic Con.
Okay.
Dressed as
her character.
Now, mind you, her character
Risque.
wears...
She's known for wearing nothing as it is.
Close to nothing.
It wasn't a stretch for her.
And she came out to the Comic Con. Of course, here's someone who's not into comics or whatever, but seeing, like, she was there, and, and a thing like that, although, it's a fucking event. There are a whole bunch of people there. She took a bunch of pictures. She was signing the comic books. And that was pretty cool. Like that gave her cool points in my book. I mean, first, obviously, whoever did the comics is trying to cash in on these people's celebrity.
Coco, we'd like to interview on Two Strangers, One Podcast.com.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, you in WWF New York, so we
remember
back,
you there, yeah. Chris was the one staring at you. You probably said, "Who is this creep?" That was Chris.
And also, coincidentally, in the same episode, Ice-T took his son, I believe it's his son, who he just calls Ice, to Sing Sing. And I worked in Sing Sing for a year.
Ice, give us a call.
And it was these kids... Really, I mean, I guess 30's not a kid, but these are guys who got in the system when they were like 17.
Yeah, so
they've been in jail for like 17 years. So like they're 34, which I'm 35, and I don't really. I am a kid at heart, but you look at them and you can, these are guys that have literally spent as much time in jail as
they have on
jail.
Yeah.
And, just trying to do the right thing and trying to rehabilitate. But of course, and I'm definitely not showing any, like, sympathy. The people, you kill somebody, that person's still dead. Unless they fucking rise from the grave, you're asking them to stay there rotting in jail. Yeah. But it was just, these guys telling Ice-T's son, like, look, fuck hanging out with your friends.
Yeah.
Fuck, you don't have to prove nothing and neither. Take care of your fucking business. Go home, relax, work. Take care of your kids. It's not, this
How
shit.
old is the kid? I didn't.
I would say probably early 20s.
Oh, okay.
And not for nothing, he looks like he could be trouble. He looks like he's gearing up for, he could. And it's, if you come from a family with money and your dad started his career as like a gangster persona, it's going to be... And so he was, and that was smart. He took his kid to Sing Sing. And like I had mentioned before, they had the Scared Straight program in Sing Sing.
Right.
And, the kids come on the block and all the guys go fucking
They just go nuts. They can't touch them though, right?
No. They're in their cells.
Oh, okay.
And so I remember the first time I was there and all the guys I thought a fucking riot was going on.
And it's just them talking to students.
It's them scaring the kids.
Yeah.
The officers, we allow the guys to go, because usually shit like that wouldn't slide.
Right, you're not just, everybody's yelling all day.
Everybody go, 585 men, go crazy.
You know what, just yell, say what you want.
So actually, so they half of that. Imagine like 200 guys going crazy, because it's only on one side. But then again, once the guys in the front start yelling, the guys in the back start yelling. So I'm not gonna lie, it scared the shit out of me. My asshole slammed shut. It was like, oh boy, that's it. I'm done. I'm dead. I'm killed.
This is it. It's happening.
But I didn't realize at that time they were bringing in the Scared Straight kids.
Yeah.
So, and I support it. I mean, I got my stepson, and he's a relatively good kid, but if he starts stepping out of line, I'll take his ass to a jail. But look.
I've never been, but I've only seen it and I don't want to get involved.
This shit is for the birds,
No, thank you.
People complain, you weren't invited, you were indicted. Stay the fuck out of jail, stay clean, do what you gotta do, take care of your business, work, go home, watch TV, listen to our podcast.
Bada bing, bada boom. What else is new? Let's see. Lindsay Lohan. Yes, she's back in the news.
I love Lindsay.
Yeah. She might spend 8 months in jail. Due to that whole lie. Her probation got revoked. And it's all due because of, whatchamacallit.
Was that when she was lying to the cops?
Yeah. About driving. She said she was a passenger back in the spring.
And then she got the person to lie, but then...
Yeah, and then they're like, no. And then probably, I'm guessing, I don't know. I think there was something else. I feel like she tested positive or something. Maybe not. I don't know. I feel like there was something else.
I know there was I heard a story, something about this girl was harassing her who was like a gypsy or something like that.
Oh, that's the one who she punched in the face.
Trying to do like a palm reading or tell her something about her future.
And she called her a gypsy.
And get the fuck away from me, gypsy. And she said gypsy in a negative term.
Yeah.
And
that's the one who she punched, I guess.
Yeah. And
so Liz's dick sucks.
Yeah.
Which I agree.
So it was just like...
Yeah, so she's in trouble for that.
If I understand correctly, like that, the girl that got punched before this was trying to get famous.
Oh, probably.
Like trying to be some sort of... Not the reality show right now about gypsies, but it was
trying to
the
do...
fact that she's she was pitching a gypsy reality show or something like that. And
get a real job. And I guess now Lindsay's having money troubles, of course. Oh, well, the girl hasn't really worked. And I guess she has a storage unit where she hasn't been paying on. So there's all kinds of clothes and stuff in there, and it's going up for auction.
How much of that shit is stolen?
I know, right? Suddenly they're like, "Oh, that's not yours. That's not yours." And sounds like she's not paying on it. She's like, "All right."
Movies and stuff like that, like they put it in their contract where like they could keep the clothes from the movie.
Right.
So it's almost like a legitimate stealing.
Yeah, it's like, you said I could. So could you imagine like winning that storage unit?
Oh my god,
I'd sell everything in it.
I would buy it and hold on to it for a couple of years.
Yeah,
and then
we got to get some money and go to this auction, Chris.
It's going to be Storage Wars. Two Strangers, One
There's
Podcast.
probably just like a box of cocaine in there, and it's like, that's it. Thanks, Linz.
She probably snorted it all. So it's
it's just like remnants.
Residue all over the place.
Thanks. And like her ID next to it. Like, so girl might go to jail. I think January's her arraignment, whatever the hell she's on now. But 8 months, I doubt she'll do it. How many times has she been in this situation?
Too much plastic surgery, man. What happened?
Too much.
You're a kid. She's younger than me.
Well, she's my age.
Oh.
She's 26. Her lips look ridiculous in Liz and Dick. First of all, it looked like your lips weren't bad to begin with, and now you puffed them up.
And then she did something to her cheeks, because like her cheekbones look like...
It's sad. It is. It's just sad because I guess she just doesn't know better. I don't know. And poor thing.
Why don't you come to your senses? I'm sorry, because I was talking about Hollywood Babylon, and they talk about Lindsay Lohan all the time. Yeah. So they have
girls in the news every week. Lindsay and I think she was back out partying again.
Why don't you come to your senses?
JWoww, Snooki.
JWoww and Snooki. What about JWoww and Snooki?
They're going to have a season 2.
Oh, okay.
Remember they had the season 1?
So Jersey Shore is going away.
Remember they had the season 1, just JWoww and Snooki? I forget. That might have been just
Snooki
the title.
Was pregnant, right?
Yeah. So now they have another one, which I guess they already filmed, because it was, from what I gathered when I read it, I might have read it wrong, but I think I read it right. Who knows with my education. So it has her Snooki when she's pregnant, and I think they televise her birth. Of course, why not?
Oh, wow.
And it shows her, like, they're living, I don't know if they're living together or what. That seems weird if they were. Mm-hmm. But that's how season 1 was. They had the apartment.
So now it's with them living together with the baby? 2 girls and a baby?
Probably. So I don't know if they're in the same, so it shows the baby, the birth, and then it shows, I guess, like, Snooki then back at the club taking shots. But in JWoww and Snooki season 1, they had the apartment. That was the whole thing. Like, they lived together. So I don't know if they do in the second one. Because wouldn't that be weird? I mean, you had a baby.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now that you have a kid, it's time to go out and party.
Yeah, well, now it's time to, so it's like, I guess it shows
they're
doing shots and shit.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord. But on, like, Twitter, she's always, I guess, posting photos of her and the baby. So when... that must be early, like in the afternoon when she just wakes up.
Yeah.
Hungover, takes the photos, puts them up, and then goes out.
Wake up at noon.
So yeah, I wonder if...
Change the baby's diaper.
Maybe JWoww's just living in the basement of her house. And that's it. So I guess they gotta...
So I love it. Like, Jersey Shore is technically like in its last season, or it's already... Has it finished yet? Or they announced the last season?
This is the last season now.
But it's not gonna die, because they're gonna have JWoww and Snooki, and, it's like...
It's gonna... You know what they all should do? Instead of doing these damn TV shows, just all of them make a bar or something, the Jersey Shore bar, like, but not put it at or they could put it at Jersey Shore, and just run that. That's the only thing they're good at is the club life. So why don't you all just put your money together, make this huge place, and just live there? I mean, it's all you're good at. I wish I had that talent and that money. You all know how to party. Put your money to something good.
Okay, so before the show, there's a couple things. I had my notes and I wasn't looking at it.
What, Chris?
Okay, earlier this year, kids from your part of town got in trouble for harassing.
Oh, the bus lady? Karen
lady.
Klein, yeah. My part of town, yeah.
And
our town's gone downhill.
Now these other kids in Greece are in trouble for burning the hoodie.
And we know those people in my family. Not those people who burned it. I don't know what they released on the news. What did they release on the news of what it is?
Okay, there was a girl that was murdered, and she had given a hoodie to this guy.
Yeah,
and
he's had that. This was like last year, the year before.
For a while, but I guess he had a problem with the girl's sister that's still alive, not the one that was killed.
I have no idea.
And to insult that girl, he burnt the dead girl's hoodie on video. Every time they show the video, it's edited, but he was making racial epithets. I don't know.
It's not the kid who has the sweatshirt who burnt it. These kids at school took the sweatshirt, like that were bullying him. Oh. And they were bullying him for whatever reasons and saying things like about this girl that gave you the sweatshirt. And they did it. So it's not the kid who owns it. They took it from him. They were bullying him. Oh, took it and burned it and said, this is going to be like your ashes some days.
You should have come here and fought for the hoodie.
So now they're like suspended and there's an investigation going on.
It's because since he used racial it's a hate crime. They're investigating it as a hate crime.
And pretty much threatening his life.
Yeah, they're saying, we're going to, next time we see you, we're going to...
So yeah, it wasn't the kid who owned the sweatshirt. That sweatshirt was taken from him by these other kids. And I think it was like 3 kids. I don't know. It was
3 kids.
Yeah.
One of the kids posted it, so the kid that posted
and then we go into...
He's the one getting in trouble. The other 2 kids, apparently you can make all the videos you like, and
So they're all not getting in trouble?
In a fucked up way. It is... Well, they got
just the one that posted it?
But the only one who's getting legal trouble is the kid that posted it. Because... in a weird way, and being a podcaster, I want to support free speech.
Right. But that shit's
that's not... That's where free speech kind of draws a line when you're making threats and stuff like that.
Right.
And, they are... it is... You add an extra layer of being under the microscope when it's quote-unquote a hate crime. Because you're saying...
There's threats and racial things, yeah. Like, be responsible for yourself.
So, what the fuck is up with kids in Greece?
I'll tell you what happened.
That's the name of
the town. It's the town I grew up in.
They're harassing old ladies. They're burning hoodies of dead girls.
I'll tell you exactly what's going on. And it's a big issue over there now. When I grew up there, I have older siblings. We all went to school there. When we went to school there, we had 4 different high schools. It's a big town. So there's 4 different high schools and predominantly a white neighborhood. And mostly known for the Italians, okay? and just predominantly white. And so then what happened my sophomore and junior year is what started going on for whatever was passed and whatever reason. The city of Rochester, whatever bill was passed, they decided we're going to now bus these city kids in to the Greece schools.
Gotcha.
So now those kids are now older now and in the high schools. And unfortunately a lot of it's gone downhill.
So there's like a racial...
Not racial war, but it's mostly the Greece schools now are...
And the city kids...
Are mostly dominated by city kids and...
the city kids are just fucking rowdy and...
Right, basically.
I gotcha.
And it's, I know a few people who I went to school with who are now teachers there, and they're like, it's bad now. They say it's awful. Not to get in any race thing, but it's just not what it used to be. And they say what is bad is, like the administration doesn't do anything. It's sort of like, if a kid's in trouble, you send them to the office, and then the office doesn't do anything, and they just come back. So there's no...
Yeah, teachers are pretty much handcuffed.
Yeah, nowadays. So there's no discipline, and it's the teacher's fault, and it's gone downhill, unfortunately.
Yeah, and the parents aren't doing their job, so the kids go to school, fuck it up for everybody else.
Yeah, so unfortunately that's what's going on, and a lot of low-income housing has moved in around there. Not to say they're all bad, I'm not saying that at all, that's just what's changed over there. Not to say that's what's causing it. I mean, I don't know. That's who it was. But that's all that's really changed big time over in Greece, which is a problem with the people who have lived there for a long time.
Gotcha.
Because they're like, this isn't what we signed up for.
So Greece is getting off the hook, man.
Yeah, it's getting...
I don't know what kind of coverage it's getting elsewhere in the country, but...
Right, no, I just heard of it because my mom's friends with the wife who, somehow she knows, the guy who killed. Okay, so it was, the guy who killed these 2 girls, one was a stepdaughter and one was his daughter. It was, where he took them to a field and then, unfortunately, shot them is what happened. And then the sweatshirt girl had was given, or already given to this other kid. That's where the other story came from. So somehow my mom knew, the wife or the ex-wife and knew that story. And she told me the other day, I was like, that is just awful. I mean... Poor kid has this sweatshirt of his friend who was killed, and now it's gone because these other kids who bullied him burned it.
Yeah, that's...
where in your sick mind
that you're gonna
was that right to do?
You're gonna burn something for someone that was killed, then make a video mocking...
Right.
Oh, it's like...
Yeah, where... And unfortunately, I don't know what their home life is, because, it's gotta come from somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just, so I'm not just saying,
I understand being mean and cruel.
Right, but...
I'm a horrible fucking person,
these kids nowadays are just with the...
All right, here we go, man. Go ahead. You want to read
Double Jackpot.
What is it?
It is a self-published book by Christopher Cologne.
Chris Cologne? Smells good to me.
But
look at her. That broke that fucking cold little exterior. He's like, hee.
But it is spelled Colon.
Him punny.
But Double Jackpot is a book about a comic book artist, Eric, who is in a loveless relationship with a materialistic
I feel you, Eric.
Lynette.
Oh, fucking. Are you sure I didn't write this? Sounds hauntingly familiar.
He starts cheating on his girlfriend with a more creatively supportive woman, Nadia.
Well, I gotta meet her. Where's the Nadia?
There's your summer girlfriend.
Summer Nadia is Nadia.
Nadia?
Yeah, I think Nadia spelled with an A.
All right.
Both Lynette and Nadia play the double jackpot, the largest payout in lotto history, much like the recent Powerball. Both girls play his birth date as the winning numbers. Eric is now stuck between two of the country's richest women. Who will he choose? It's not that simple. This is a clever fucking idea, man.
Is.
Look at her. Fucking, she's impressed.
I am.
She got some summer reading. Christopher Cologne smells real lovely with an original idea. This is. I've never heard this before.
I haven't either. This is a self-published book, much in the indie spirit as Kev's Clerks.
Oh, you don't even need to name check me. It's just a good idea. You could stand on your own, man. You don't even have to be like, hey, remember Clerks? This is nothing like that. This is way more original than Clerks. This is a good idea, man. Why didn't I think of this?
I need something to read. This book is part of the Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games Trilogy Book 2. Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, coming soon.
Right on, man. It's part of a trilogy. This is the first part.
Way to write, man.
He's seeking a literary agent. Motherfuckers, anybody out there? There ain't no literary agents listening to this show. I assure you, sure. Sure. I assure you, sure. But somebody know a literary agent? Hook a motherfucker up! Chris Cologne come up with an original idea. I should tell Raskin. That's a good fucking idea, to be honest with you. That's a fucking rom-com right there. Megan, get Raskin on the phone. Isn't it possible to get Raskin on the phone? No?
Yeah.
I want to run it past him, man. I want to, and if it happens, I get a taste, Chris Cologne. I get a whiff, if you will.
The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com.
That's lulu.com.
I understand that. I just want to spell it out.
Normally one says that spells it. Still, lulu.com. What is that? Do you know what it is?
I don't know. All right. The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com. Search for Double Jackpot Christopher Cologne. A paperback version of the book is $15 and a PDF file is only $5.
$5 is
yeah.
Insanely inexpensive. 15's not even that bad for a paperback version.
No.
This is $1 million idea right here. Like a movie about a dude who fucking is stuck between two chicks, both of who play his birthday and win the lottery. Come on! I can see that trailer. Chris Cologne is on to something. Nobody else can smell it but me.
I'll read it.
Thank you. I'm going to make that smelly joke.
I know. You're trying to get me to laugh again.
It worked once. Double Jackpot is a self-published book by Chris Cologne, man. It's the first book in his Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games trilogy. Book 2, Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, should be coming out soon. Get all the information at Chris Cologne, like a motherfucker.
I will totally read this.
Double Jackpot. I'm serious. I'm going to recommend that to fucking Raskin. How is that not a movie? You know what I'm saying? This could be a sexy movie. You could do an R-rated version. There could be nudie in it, and you could saw them fucking both chicks. Maybe a little penetration. Maybe a butthole shot. No butthole, no care.
I would like to formally apologize to Christopher Cologne right now.
No, sex sells. Chris Cologne will appreciate that. He's like, thanks for throwing a few buttholes in there, man.
Don't forget to check out twostrangersonePodcast.net, your one-stop resource for everything show-related. You can find links to subscribe to us on iTunes or on Stitcher. You could also find links to buy my book, Double Jackpot, on twostrangersonePodcast.net.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.